Hello and welcome. It's Declan here with another video, and today I'm going to discuss a very important topic, which is claiming back if you're owed any tax from revenue, the ros.ie website. And I'll show you how to do it, and you'll be amazed by the amount of people who don't claim their taxes back for the previous year. So I'll just jump into the screen now and show you what I mean. So I just have the ros.ie my account revenue website open here. So for obvious reasons, I'm not going to log in because it would be showing my PPS number, date of birth, etc. So that's what you need to do. You sign in with your PPS number, your date of birth, you pick a password. And for added security as well, there's a two-step verification. So you'll get a code to your phone. You won't be able to log in with just your PPS, your date of birth, and your password. That's, as I said, there's a two-step verification just for your own security. So once you log in there, you're able to see everything, manage your tax credits, everything. So I'll just show you an article here now, which will explain everything better than I can. So how to know if you're owed tax back from revenue for 2022. Now, this is pretty significant. The average person receives approximately 500 to 900 tax back per year, and a staggering 2/3 of Irish taxpayers do not submit a tax return. So like, I didn't know about this until 2012 when I went back to college as a mature student to finish out my studies. One of the lecturers mentioned it to us, that have you been on the ROS revenue website and have you claimed your tax back? And like many people, I hadn't up to this. So I'll just show you now exactly. So one thing everyone should have on their to-do list, and I completely agree, for the new year, is taking the time to claim tax back that they are owed from revenue. It was revealed over the summer that about 500,000 PAYE workers are due a tax refund of more than 600 from revenue, who is holding on to a staggering 620 million on overpaid tax over the past 3 years. So when, as I said, when I did claim that time in 2012, I was very surprised. I was owed just over 1,100 and I received it into my bank account within a few days. So it's very important to check up on these things, and you're entitled to it. You're owed this money. So it was revealed over the summer. Yeah, that's so. The average person receives approximately 500 to 900 tax back for the year, and a staggering 2/3 of Irish taxpayers still do not submit a tax return. So as I said, you start by logging on to revenue.ie, and this is how you do it now. In the I can't say it, I don't know why. PAYE services section, click review your tax 2019 to 2022. So I'm just after doing it now 5-10 minutes ago, and I see that I have an underpayment, which means I owe revenue. So I owe them 20 cents. So if it's an underpayment, if you owe them, and if it's an overpayment, if you're owed tax back, that's the difference there. So select tax year 2022 and request statement of liability, which I did. And as soon as you go in, it just opens up the page and you can see whether you owe it or whether you owe tax or you're owed tax back. So no matter the result, it's important that you then complete an income tax return for 2022 to claim money back on medical expenses, working from home relief, flat rate expenses, anything else that could get some of your tax back. So there's a variety of different things that you can claim back on, and that a lot of people are not aware of these. So one of the main reasons people don't claim their tax back is they're afraid they may end up owing revenue money. Yeah, that's what people are afraid of. And I was the same back in 2011, 2012, or before that, before I knew about all this. But as I said, when you go in and you submit statement of liability, you're able to see whether you owe tax or you're owed money back. However, Mairead O'Driscoll, the expert behind the Tax Relief Nerd, tells RSVP Live it's highly unlikely. Please don't be afraid, she says. It's very rare you would owe money, especially if you are an employee, as the taxes you owe are done by your employer. So that's usually the case. But if you end up out of work and then you could be on emergency tax, then you're overpaying tax, and then you have to maybe wait till the end of the year to claim that. That's one thing that to be aware of as well. But it's all explained in the revenue.ros.e website. It's very detailed. It can be a bit tricky to navigate around in the beginning, but spend time with it and you will figure out how to use it. So if you do happen to owe money, this can often be offset by a tax refund you are due. So yeah, if you do owe money, you could be owed money back. So as I said, the two will balance each, as it says there, the two will balance each other out. So please log on to Revenue and make your claims for tax back, as you are fully entitled to do so, which I said, yeah, you're fully entitled to do so. You won't be told about this, unfortunately, unless you log into the Revenue website and find out all the information for yourself. So you can go back and claim for the last 4 years. Yeah, you can claim back for as far as 4 years. So you get it all back then, but no further. So if you haven't done it before, you could be due a nice lump sum. Yeah, which as I said, I was owed over 1,100 that time. So I'm keeping an eye on it each year, and at the end of each year, like so. It's now 2023, so I look back on 2022 and see whether I'm owed. As I said, I owe 20 cent to Revenue, so that's how you check it. So there's a huge list of what you can claim tax back on from the previous 4 years, including GP visits, monthly prescriptions, psychotherapy, non-routine dental such as braces, laser eye surgery, and IVF, not to mention working from home costs. At a list on Revenue website to see what medical costs qualify. Yeah, all the information is on the Revenue website, and it's worth taking your time to look through it and see what you are entitled to claim back on. Other common expenses are medical insurance relief, where your employer pays it on your behalf, flat rate expenses, list of over 200 professions that are entitled to claim this every year, working from home relief, and tuition fees. Yeah, working from home, this is added new now since COVID. So you can also be due back if you paid too much tax in a year. This can arise from various reasons. Example, where you're on emergency tax. Yeah, say if you're out of work and you went back into work and then you were on emergency tax for a number of months, you were overpaid. That's what that means there. So only work part of the year. Yeah, if you're out of work for a while and then worked, say 6 months of the year or less. So, or where you are on unpaid maternity leave. That's another one. So it's always worth doing your year-end balancing statement on Revenue to see if you were owed any tax back. I fully agree. It is, and it's something I hadn't started doing until 2012, but it's well worth taking the time. And it's extra money in your pocket, and it's money you're owed. So you log into the revenue.ros.ie website, and everything that I showed you in the article is also explained in detailed form in the Revenue website. So it's worth checking out, and you may be very surprised what you're owed. So like, everybody is entitled to check this out and get the money they're entitled to back. So I hope this helped, and do check it out and let me know in the comments section in the next few weeks if you have logged in and got money owed. Then I'll know I've done my job here and helped out with this video, helped you guys out. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.